Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to Energy and Light Awakening. Today's session is a follow-up to a video I did a few days ago for luck and unexpected miracles. Again, I want to connect to that inner child energy. You told me how much you enjoyed that session, and I just wanted to bring more of that happy, fun, magical, uplifting energy into the session. And also, I just think it's interesting when we're children, the books we read, the movies or the animation that we watch, it always has a happy ending. Even if there's some type of trauma that happens almost every single time, there's always a happy ending, except of course if you received a book like I did, Grimm's fairy tales. Oh my god, I was a little traumatized by that book. It was a gift from a family member, and I remember, I wish I could find one today, but I can't seem to find any vintage books. And all those characters were on the cover, and I remember the colors, because you know how I love my color. And it was very exciting, and and it was huge. I mean, maybe it wasn't that big, but I was very small, so it seemed like a large book. It was really thick. And I started reading it, and especially, I was just like, what is this? Are you sure this is, for children? It was bizarre. It's the first time I'd experienced something that was not a happy ending. So we start to grow up, or we start kindergarten and school, and we start to see things aren't quite the way we thought they were. And then what do adults tell us? It's not fairy tale. You're not living in a fairy tale or a fantasy. And instantly, that mind shift after we were programmed as children to have these happy beliefs and think everything's going to work out. And because that's our beliefs, what we would have experienced if other people hadn't come in and started reprogramming us to think the complete opposite. So I thought, this is crazy, because as we become older adults and we go through things, and it can really dash our hopes. And I just want to bring that fun, childlike wonder, because there are happy endings. We can still create and live these happy endings. It doesn't have to be all doom and gloom, no matter what's going on outside the world. Whatever we're seeing is because we're thinking, we're projecting, we're buying into that energy. So I just wanted to create another video that, you can come back to this from time to time. You might have more than one happy ending. I would recommend working on one at a time, because if we get too focused, too many things, we become scattered. So if there is something specific, I'll give you a moment. You might know right away. Go ahead and imagine, feel it like it's already done. Get excited, connect to your heart, connect to that inner child. Remind that child how much you love it and care for it. Remind that child that miracles and magic are still available no matter what you have experienced, no matter what adults have told you. We can reprogram ourselves easily, just like those people that told us that things were not like the fairy tales. We can come back to that energy, that hope, that spiritual connection that shows us, yes, it is possible. It is still available, even though we're adults. Adults grow out of it, just like Christmas, that magic. Adults grow out of that. But that's something I've always remained connected to, no matter how old I was, no matter what I experienced. I've spent many Christmases alone, and you might think that was depressing, but for me it was wonderful, because as I've told you many times, I come from a very traumatic and abusive childhood, and Christmas was the magic. It was the best time of my life, and I always look forward to it. And even as an adult, when I spent those times alone, it was still just as joyful. I had my memories. Plus, I was living in that moment and creating memories. So that magic is always there for us. We just have to learn to reconnect. So go ahead and make your wish, your happy ending. And let's release into the cosmos. So I'm going to be using my Nama spray. This is called the Hum Blend. So just imagine your energy is starting to hum. It's starting to sparkle and rise, connecting to the magic of who you are and that's within you and all around you. Just try to release anything that's holding you down, anything sad, depressing that doesn't feel good. I have been getting requests for more uplifting videos, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do with this session. And if you didn't see my luck and unexpected miracle video and you like this one, you might want to go back and watch that one as well. It has a similar feeling and vibe. And sometimes there is, I wish I could remember where I heard this, but if you practice smiling, even when you don't feel good, it'll kind of trick your body into thinking you're happy or that there's something to be excited about, and it will start to lift your energy. So remember that on the days you don't feel as well, just smile. Feel how it feels to have your face lifted. Maybe look at yourself in the mirror and smile, and just notice the sensations in the body and how it starts to lift you. So my hands are nice and charged, welcoming the presence of all that is Reiki masters, ascended masters, spirit and animal guides, ancestors, deities and saints, angelics, all of those and only those of the highest truth, compassion, and love. We invite and welcome this energy that lifts us up and supports us and raises us to our highest, most joyful, happy selves. And so it is. And so I am bringing in some rose quartz. And you might want to close your eyes and imagine, if you're having a hard time connecting to that energy, close your eyes and remember a specific time in your childhood or maybe in your teens, one of the most joyful, magical moments, something very unexpected that caught you off guard, and it had such an impact on your life that you can still connect and feel it easily to this day. Remembering that joy, whatever that was that happened or occurred, or maybe it was something out of the blue, you unexpected that someone gave you, some type of gift. And just place your hand on your heart and feel into that, connect to that. And that is the same feeling that you want to embrace, you want to create when you're thinking about your new happy ending, what you want to experience now. The magic, connect to the magic, connect to the magic. Connect to the inner child. Most of us, our inner childs are suffering because we have forgotten about them. We have left them behind. And a lot of times we might feel tuning into that. I mean, it's not just our daily lives. We think of something, but deep in our bones, in our muscles, our memories, our cells, that inner child is dying to be heard. Spending time, when is the last time, if ever, you actually spoke to your inner child? Whether it be a girl or a boy. It's really powerful to talk to that inner child. It'll bring lots of tears, I assure you, if it's something you haven't done in a long time. Doing something fun, something creative. And that doesn't mean you have to be good at it. It's just anything that feels good, that wakes you up, that gets your senses buzzing. something you love to do. It could be coloring. There's adult coloring books. You could even use a child's coloring book and crayons or markers. Whatever you loved doing that was fulfilling and just took you away from everything that was going on. You were so focused in that moment. That's what we're trying to get back to. I'm also using some lepidolite. I have a nice, shiny, smooth, polished piece, but also a very sparkly and rough, raw piece. So allow that third eye to be stimulated, that crown chakra. Welcome, ask for, say, I'm open, universe. Help me reconnect, connect with me, open that part of me that has been closed off. Help me to be more creative, to see, think, and feel in the heart of my inner child. Hashani hini ya Yehowaha kukuye niatai. Allowing a little light language activation here. Hashani ni hini akataye no tutui ishinti kiti niatai. 3, 2, 1. You could do simple things throughout your day. Something as simple as your hair, if that makes you feel connected to your little girl or your little boy inside, wearing something that reminds you of childhood, something fun. It could be Star Wars t-shirt or Star Trek. It could be anything. It could be a simple little object. Maybe you have some of your toys still from when you were a kid. Speak loudly. We're opening our ears to hear you. We're not shutting you down. Speak to us. Open, open, open. 3, 2, 1. Tuishnitia hakatainete utahana ehe huahaana yakyata ushtutuit titiana yetutakatai. You can create a happy ending. You can create and receive a happy ending. You can create and receive a happy ending. 3, 2, 1. Remembering some of your favorite toys, depending on how old you are. Some of my favorite toys, I was really into games. I was not a Barbie person. My sister was really into Barbies. I had some baby dolls, but I was more of a tomboy. I loved games. And I had, remember Trouble? Pop that bubble. And Perfection. It was a time limit on the game, and you had to get the little pieces in the right places before the whole thing exploded. Ganib Ganop. Now that is something I have not heard of in a long time. Ganib Ganop. Hungry Hungry Hippo. I would love to hear what some of your favorite games were. If you remember, just thinking about those things, get excited. And you can actually, I've looked online, you can actually still buy some of these things. And some of them are the original vintage models now. Twister, which I think is still really popular. Just simple bits of cards. Playing Rummy or War, those were really fun games also. Uno, I still love and play Uno to this day. I love games. So, Hashana Hatiti. So you might be surprised, I am a bit older than I look, but you take care of yourself, you take care of the body, and you will age well. Take care of that stress. A child connection helps with that. It keeps you not just physically youthful, but mentally, emotionally, and that's what keeps us fresh in the mind, keeps the body fresh, keeps the spirit fresh and youthful, healthy. I'm going to bring in a little more spray. Swirling all of that energy, waking up that inner child again, reconnecting, staying connected. 3, 2, 1. Remember, smile, practice smiling, even if you're by yourself. Dance, move your body, jump rope. Again, sometimes just memory, thinking about these things is very uplifting. It always makes me laugh. It helps you connect. Talking to the inner child. Ask the inner child a question. You'll be surprised the answers that pop into your mind. Because if you're not sure what to do for the inner child, you want to connect more, you want to remember something, ask the inner child, you will get a message. Working through that gorgeous, luminous network, getting everything sparkly, shiny, fresh, rainbows and unicorns again. Oh my God, it just popped into my mind. H&R Puffin stuff, remember that? Oh my God. Saturday morning cartoons, that's something else. You can still find a lot of those shows online. Sigmund the Sea Monster. Wow. This made this video for you guys is triggering memories that I had completely forgotten about. Hashanihi niti kita kataya nututui stashin tikati niataya natutuia tukatai Ushkututui. 3, 2, 1. Closing out session. Divine consciousness fills your every cell. You are whole, healthy, vital, and at peace. You are pure, clear, and balanced. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this session as much as I did creating it. And, I'm feeling really uplifted right now, just all of those memories and thinking about those games and things. See how easy it is when you practice. I mean, it wasn't like this for me in the beginning, don't get me wrong. It took me a long time to understand and reconnect, but just doing simple little things like that, even throughout the day, will make such a huge difference. You'll be surprised how much more playful and how you start to look for the magic, to be more open and expect it. And it will just pour and shower down upon you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate all of you so much for everything you do for me, for this channel. Thank you for all the comments, the love, the support, the gifts, the donations. Thank you for requesting me for private sessions. And also, I have not announced this. I was going to wait, but I'm really excited. For years now, many of you have been asking me if I'm teaching, which I have not been since COVID. I'm actually in the process of making a Reiki 1 video. So I will be announcing that again soon. So just letting you know, I will be available for that session and also an attunement. And until my next video, there is so much love for you here. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.